Over 1 year ago, I made a video going over the angels of Neon Genesis Evangelion. And although I did not go over angel by angel in that occasion, as for the purpose of the video was making an overview of what an angel in this world is, I did 3 different videos going over 4 angels. My 4 angels videos are the most watched and liked videos on my channel. I feel particularly proud of my Ramiel video, which I had a lot of fun putting it together. So you can expect on the future another angel profile overview as that one that I did for Ramiel. This video is going to be focused around the revealed angels. And if you watch Neon Genesis Evangelion, you know that there are some angels that make a comeback on this story. A total of 12 angels make an appearance this time around, compared to those 18 from Neon Genesis Evangelion. Lore-wise, the angels' role in this particular story has been diminished a bit, and there are in fact some differences to their antecessors. The most notable ones are that now angels explode into red liquid when attacked to the core. This is followed by a cross and a rainbow and a halo. Thus, there is no dead body to be studied or S2 engine to be extracted. Their names have been removed for the exception of Lilith, and the angels that repeat, their numerical designation have been changed. Overall, the angels in Reveal seek the same as those from Neon Genesis Evangelion: reach Lilith and provoke a new impact, as the children of the Fruit of Life and legit heirs of this planet. I recently made a video about the Adams that you can watch following the link in the description section. And I will avoid talking about Kaoru in this video because, well, Kaoru deserves his own video. Other than that, we can begin. Lilith repeats her role as the second angel and the seed of knowledge in Reveal. She has some differences, like she is not wearing Celeste's mask, instead she is using an angel's mask. Also, she has red eyes just as Kaoru and Rave, and a huge scar on the chest, which resembles that of Misato, and is located where the S2 engine should be. We know that Lily is on stasis, unable to move, but conscious of what is happening around her. And now, given that we can see her eyes, she's also watching. Misato is very well aware of Lilith early on, as for she only discovered the angel at the end of episode 15 in Genesis Evangelion. That time Kaji showed it to her and mistakenly calls it Adam, when in fact was the second angel. In the first movie, Misato takes Shinji to see her, and is used as a motivation to Shinji to fight the sixth angel, also known as Ramiel, that would have happened in the 6th episode of the original anime, titled Decisive Battle in Tokyo 3, 9 episodes before Misato discovered it. Koso says that Cele made a pact with Lilith on fighting and destroying the angels in order to set their scenario for human instrumentality. However, we do not know the details of Cele's plan until Gendo explains it on the end of the second act of the last movie, which goal was to humanity actually replace the angels. Lilith was awake during the time skip between the end of the second movie and the beginning of the third one, and Mark 6 beheaded the angel. There are multiple unknowns on how this happened. We see some glimpses in the last movie, but how the angels awoke, who was piloting Mark 6, either Kaoru or a different pilot or Atomic Plug, and why it ended having Rei or Yui's face are among those question marks. But it seems that Lilith was still alive even beheaded, and only died when Shinji removed the spears on the third movie. And as other angels in this continuity, Lilith exploded into liquid. Then again, we see a different version of Lilith in the climax of the last movie, this time a black Lilith, who is actually the Evangelion imaginary. It is shown as a black Lilith just because that is how Shinji perceives it, as Gendo pointed out. The third angel is the first one of the new angels introduced in the tetralogy. It doesn't have an official name, but the fandom has named it Tuniel, because it fought in the tunnel. Tuniel was captured by Nerf while being permafrost and put into custody in the Bethany base, in the South Pole. The angel remained frozen while Nerf conducted some experiments. It was dissected to the bone and was subject on other experiments from the organization. The original form of the angel is unknown. We can appreciate how its core is located in its mouth, very similar to that one of Cagiel, the original Sixth Angel of Neon Genesis Evangelion, and made its appearance on Asuka's introductory episode 8 titled Asuka's Strike. This time around, the angel is being fought by Mari in her first appearance in the story, aboard the also newly introduced Unit 5. Which experiments NERV was doing to the angel also remains unclear, but we can see how an entry block hangs over its neck, a bit far from its core. This entry block official name is Pseudo Entry Block. Now, given that this is the third angel, wouldn't be outside the realm of possibilities that early on, NERV was trying to control angels the same way that they do with Evangelion units, but that also remains unclear. Because this time around NERV is unable to retrieve the S2 angel from Sanshell, probably they got this technology for Mark 6 in the Takpa base from the third angel instead. The angel escaped custody and was fought by Mari, who finally is able to destroy the angel by crushing its core and initiating self-destruction of Provisional Evangelion Unit 5. The 4th, 5th, and 6th angels make an appearance on the first movie, and basically everything turns out the same as in the original story. The 4th angel, previously the 3rd one, known as Aquiel, one of the most iconic ones, it appears exactly at the beginning of the story just like its antecessor. Most of its changes are aesthetical and visually improved, but almost everything else plays out the same way. The 5th angel, previously the 4th one known as Sanshell, also went under aesthetical changes, this time more noticeable than Sakiel's. In the center of the body it has ribs that moves, and it has an angel face on the top of its head. The major difference from the original Sanshell is that this one explodes, something that has major consequences in the original lore, because from the original angel's corpse, NERV was able to recover its core, which was a study and the source for the S2 engine for the mass production Evangelions. And as I pointed out before, this might have been replaced by studying the third angel. Then, everyone's favorite, and the absolute start of the first movie, Ramiel. Now the 6th angel, previously the 5th one. I did an entire character study on Ramiel that included both editions, and you can find the link on the description section. So I'm gonna be brief this time. Ramiel is the most powerful angel to appear on that point of the story, and the first one of a handful of angels to actually reach the Geofront. Ramiel now is shinier, its drill appears from twisting its body, and of course, now it screams geometrically. We can also see its core, which is another difference, as it now can constantly shift its form. Misato again devises Yashima, and Shinji hits the core, destroying the angel, exploding as a consequence. The 7th angel is the second new angel introduced in the Reveal Tetralogy, known by the fandom as Cloquiel, because it looks like a clock. Cloquiel is used to introduce Shikinami Asuka, as a new version of Asuka in Reveal. This angel is probably the weakest of this story. It has 2 cores, one of them a decoy. Has the ability to form ice over water using its AT field, that allows it to move freely resembling an insect. And also, when both of its heads match together, it displays an energy attack that produces crosses destroying the enemy. Also, is able to unleash energy whips. Asuka aboard Unit 2 destroys Cloquiel in about 1 minute and a half. It is mostly used to make Asuka and her Unit 2 equipped with a very cool jetpack and a new color pattern look good. Then we have the 8th angel. The massive monster is a thing of beauty. It reprises the role of Sahakiel, the 10th angel in Neon Genesis Evangelion, and behaves mostly the same. Aesthetically has been improved considerably. It starts falling like a black sphere from space with eyes, which resembles Leliel, the 10th angel on Neon Genesis Evangelion. The entire body is bigger than its antecessor, it's very colorful. On its wing displays feathers that resembles Yisrael, the twin angel, and now it has a face that looks kind of an alien that is piloting a ship. The sequence plays pretty much the same as the original story, but it's trickier to destroy it. The 3 Evangelion units are spread out across the city as for Misato doesn't know where it's going to fall. Shinji gets to ground zero first, the angel impales Eva's one hand, Rei and Asuka sees to reveal the cord that is spinning around until Rei grabs it and Asuka delivers the final blow. This is one of the most memorable angel battles in all of the Evangelion stories. The 9th angel suffers some changes from the original Bardiel, the 13th angel. Even though aesthetically seems mostly the same, still resembles the original Unit 3. It secretes a mass that this time around is blue. It's able to develop 2 more arms, and its pilot is Asuka instead of Toji. In the original story we do not witness how Toji is attacked by the angel, but this time we can see Asuka being consumed. An interesting figure appears deep into the plot that for years has been object to speculations. It quite resembles Asuka's face. After the last movie we can theorize that this is in fact her original, after being revealed that Shikinami Asuka is a clone. The fight with the angel plays mostly the same as the original. Shinji refuses to fight it and Gendo activates the dummy block, and this one strangles back and destroys the unit. Asuka as Toji survives the attack, but now she is infected by the angel, who lives within her body. Nerve and then Wily is able to control it by inserting a miniature version of an angel sitting hex pillar in her eye and hide it with an eye patch. During the events of the last movie, Asuka, unable to destroy Unit 13, decided to remove the seal, allowing the 9th angel to reborn. Hoping that using it together with Unit 2 Alpha's 999 mode, she will be able to destroy it. She fails, as Gendo uses it to awake the unit, strangle it once again, and destroy it, taking its dummy block, not before Asuka was saved by her original. The 10th angel replaces the original Zerael, the 14th angel. If that angel was scary, the new Zerael is terrifying. The 10th angel is so powerful to the point that Koso has to recognize that the destructive capability of the angel far exceeds their expectations. Aesthetically, Zerael underwent several changes, but still keeps the feeling of the original one. Has one of the most, if not the most powerful AT field of all of the revealed angels, is bigger than an Evangelion unit, it has a second mouth which uses to eat Rei and Eva Zero, it has less colors than its antecessor, and its body resembles the one of a mummy, using it as a weapon. The whole sequence plays slightly the same. The angel appears, destroys all of the city defenses, and fights Unit 2. This time piloted by Mari, and severing its arms, not the head this time around. Previously, Shinji left Nerve again, and returns to pilot Unit 1 to try and save Rei. Zerael gets another body in the second part of the battle. One more, let's say Kirby. It reaches the command center and Unit 1, again piloted by Shinji, saves Misato and the crew and ejects himself with the angel outside. Unit 1 again goes berserk once it gets out of power, but this time Shinji seems more in control, and after a display of absurd power destroying the most powerful AT field with one blow and revealing the angel's core, tries to reach Rei through it, unwittingly starting the event later known as the Near-Third Impact, destroying the mighty angel in the process. After the events of the second movie and before those of the third one, there is a missing time frame of 14 years. In some moment on that time lapse, the 11th angel, or something identified as such, made an appearance. Reveal of Evangelion is over, the tetralogy is complete, and still today we have no clue about this angel. The fans over the years have developed some theories on what or who this angel might have been or might be, but there is no official source today that even mentions the existence of this mysterious being. The only reason we know it existed is because we left the second movie with the 10th angel, and in the climax of the third movie the 12th appears. Perhaps in the future, if Kara and Anno decide to tell the story of that missing time frame, we will finally get an answer for this question. Finally, we reach to the 12th angel, the last new angel introduced in the tetralogy. This angel might have appeared for the first time during the time skip. As for Asuka and Mari react as if it's not the first time they've seen it. Mari calls it the last angel. It is contained within Mark 6 and dormant by the Spear of Longinus. Once Shinji removes the spears, the angel awakes, making Mark 6 levitate. Reikyu beheads the unit inside Mark 9 and the angel quickly escapes from it, revealing its true form. Itself is composed by multiple black cords that together form a line similar to our missile in episode 23. The angel surrounds Unit 13 before turning into a big ball of core that takes no damages from Asuka's shots, for later take the shape of Rei or Yui and then turn into a fetus, similar to Sandalphon in episode 10. Quickly, the angel turns into a small core sphere and is eaten by Unit 13, symbolizing the birth of a new being and the awakening of a pseudo-evolved unit. All of the sequence is very similar to what happened to Asuka and Eva 2 Alpha in the events of Thrice Upon a Time, but that, my friends, is a story for another video. And that's it! Those are all of the angels that appears in the Rebuild Tetralogy, with the exception of Kaoru. Tell me, do you have a favorite one? Which of these new angels is the best in your opinion? What or who do you think is or was the 11th angel? Let me know in the comment section down below. Guys, thank you all so much for watching. Like the video if you did, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, join the Discord for free, the link is in the description section down below, and as always I wish you all a wonderful day.